This is Channel 2 News, coverage you can count on.
It's been an incredible month.
You hear it there, experts are calling this a miracle March after recent storms dropped rain and snow throughout the area. And that is tonight's Channel 2 News big story at 5 o'clock. Hi there, I'm Landon Miller. Kristen Remington is off this week, and thank you for joining us tonight. This is the fourth wettest March on record at Tahoe City. And as Paul Nelson shows us, that's doing wonders for the lakes and reservoirs in our area.
Lake Tahoe is only about a half a foot from its legal limit, rising about 9.5 inches in March. And more water is spilling out of the dam, making room for the spring runoff on the way.
Now we have a significant amount of water coming that we don't have room for, so we're having to pass that inflow now and control the level and fill up later in the year.
March averages about 4 inches of precipitation. This month is triple that, giving the snowpack a big boost that was just 60% of normal earlier this month.
We're getting closer to average, put it that way. We're definitely close. Enough of an increase, we definitely would call this a miracle March.
Lake Tahoe's in pretty good shape for the rest of the year, and so are the smaller reservoirs. In fact, this is the wettest March on record here at Boca Reservoir, and what's even better is most of that precipitation fell as snow that can be stored later on.
2 weeks ago, it did not look like we had enough runoff coming to fill any of the reservoirs. Now, just 2 weeks later after these storms, it looks like we're going to fill everything.
Some reservoirs have to have enough available space for flood management, so a bigger snowpack allows more time before the reservoirs can start storing water again.
We'll also see a lot of the impact later in the year when the snow melts, because the majority of it fell as snow, and we had a huge amount of snow up top.
River flows are higher than expected too, and Blanchard says the timing of the storms was perfect, getting the soil nice and wet before the snow melt begins.
We couldn't ask for anything better as far as getting set up, not only getting a bunch of storage into the lake, getting a bunch of snow, but priming the system to have an efficient runoff.
Covering the big story, Paul Nelson, Channel 2 News.